Hey otakus, what's up? It's your tour guide here, and wow, I spent a lot of money, and I mean, I still have money for SummerCon, but I picked up a lot of books today. I hit up pretty much four comic book shops and spent a total of $177, and I picked up 35 books. Okay, so do the math in your head: $177 on 35 books. This is a massive haul. I think this is one of my biggest non Comic Con hauls in a while. I haven't spent 155 over $150 on comics in a long while. And so, and these are some of the biggest books in my collection now. And I guess we'll start with the biggest one. Hey, Miss So, what's up? I guess we'll start with the biggest one. Okay, so this is the book of the hall. Normally, I do the book of the hall at the end, but I think it'd be good to start off with a big book of the hall, and it sets the tone for everything that we pick up. Again, we spent $177 on 35 books. This is a massive haul, and we're going to go through every book. And I'll spare you me cataloging onto my spreadsheet. I'll spare you that despair. So we'll just show off the books, okay? We'll just show off the books. So the book of the hall, we start off with the big one. I was in Everett. So this was our course today, okay? I'm going to name the four shops that I hit today. I got up pretty early. The first shop we hit was Everett Half Price Books. That's the first place we went. We spent about an hour there. We then went to Everett Comic Shop. And that place is incredible. Everett Comics. That gentleman was a pleasure to talk to. So these are, you can say these books are from the Everett Comics collection. Okay, you can be as bold to say that, the Everett Comics collection. And then I went to Subspace Comics as my third destination, and then my last destination was Kirkland Bellkirk Coin and Stamp, and that's the first time I've met that gentleman, first time to that shop, but I'll be going there religiously. That's my new LCS. That's my new LCS. It's close to where I live, and it has so many good books. And we got carried away. We got carried away, but it was a good carried away. But I did spend $177, so I'm out a lot of money, but I have a lot of books that make me happy. It's a trade-off. And we have some books for the Larry Hama signing, so we got a lot to get to. But okay, so this copy it comes from Everett Comics. I was in Everett Comics. I was just looking through their back issue bins, looking through their X-Men, and they had this for the price I wanted, and I pulled it out, and then I noticed it's a signed copy. It's a signed copy of X-Men 241, the Goblin Queen cover, Madeline Pryor, signed by Mark Silvestri. And we got it for $10 at Everett Comics. They got signed books in them bins. Go look for them. So obviously this is the book of the hall. It's one of the favorite books in my collection now, to have a Silvestri signed Inferno cover. That is wicked sick. That is wicked sick to start off this haul with a bang. I I just gave it to you, and we're going to continue to give it to you. Okay, so I've divided up the haul, the 35 books I'm going to show you now. I've divided it up to older books. This is no golden age in here. Actually, we do have a golden age in here. Or no, it's a silver age. We only have silver age and bronze age in what we categorize as the older books. This is the older stack right here. So we have a good older stack. But one thing I realized as I was, one thing I came to realize as I was digging and kind of contemplating what my collection will look like, because these gentlemen had a lifetime's worth of books in their possession, and they had a lot of books, and I didn't want to be like them, where it was like too much to manage. So, but at the same time, as I was thinking all that, I was like getting all the stuff I wanted, and I came to the realization that I'm a modern age collector. I am a copper 90s and modern age collector. Pretty much defines what I like to pick up, and you will see the modern books I show off. It's a substantial stack of modern books. The modern books I show off are otaku approved. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with, all right, you guys just joined. So CJ, I already showed off one book. This is the book of the haul. I'm starting with a bang. I have 35 books. I spent $177 at 4 shops. This was obviously the favorite of my shops today. And that is this Mark Silvestri signed copy of X-Men 241. Beautiful Silvestri cover right there. And it's a signed. We got it for $10. I got it for $10. All right. So that alone, I mean, you could sell that for $100 easy. You could sell that book for $100 easy, especially if you got it graded CBCS. That would be like a $200 book right there with the Silvestri signature on there. Very nice looking. All right. We also have this. So another thing I came to realize is like, I am a modern age collector, and me trying to pick up these like big Grail books and spending thousands and thousands of dollars on those books is something I have to decide. I can't dump thousands and be stuck with a book that maybe later down the road I don't want. So although like this particular book, if I had it, I would love it, but I just would not spend the money on getting it. And that's the Silver Age Action Comics. It's Action Comics 252, the first appearance of Supergirl. But I got the Silver Age Classic reprint, and this is a new stand of the reprint. We got that for, I think this was half off, or maybe it's $8. I think I got for $4. But yeah, since I can't have the original, having I guess this essentially the second print of it is for me kind of where my head's at. I'm fine with these reprint actually as like the placeholder in my collection, because I'll never get a real one, but I do appreciate having a copy. So you'll see a lot of these kinds of books in this particular haul. The next book we got Let me put some of this stuff over here. The next book we got is Action Comics 317. It's a really beat up, dingy, low grade copy of a beautiful comic book. Action Comics 317. Look at that cover. I love this cover, yeah. You gotta catalog some of these. I think this is a Kurt Swan cover, if I'm not mistaken. But we will make sure for sure. All right, the next book. We're staying in the Silver Age with Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane. I picked this up for $8. And now the edges are really, really sort of like the corners here. There's creases. There's a crease here. The spine's like shot to heck. But this central area is absolutely just well preserved. Presents beautifully. No creasing or any issues in that center area. So this is just a beautiful copy to look at. And it's Superman with Lana and Lois. The love triangle. That's right. Lana and Lois. I love this cover. It's such a beautiful. I got it for $8. This next one is one I've been wanting to add for so long. And this one is a great presenting one for $5, and that is World's Finest 171. Got it for $5. Presents really, really nice, but it has its issues. You see all the creases up there, but again, it presents really, really well. So again, for $5, having almost what looks like a mid-grade book, except for the creasing, presents like a mid-grade book for essentially $5. So, these older books, I'm trying to pick up as many nice older books as I can. It's just sometimes you got to pay a lot for them. And so when we can pick them up like for $4, I will do that. Here's another one. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. And I got to look up the cover artist on this one because it's absolutely a beautiful cover. And let's look it up together. For those of you who know, pop it in the chat if you know who the cover artist for Lois Lane 123. Yeah, that's good advice, CJ. I kind of went overboard today. That's great advice, but you haven't even seen what I picked up, okay? So don't be so judgmental. I wouldn't have found that for $10 at SummerCon, okay? A Mark Silvestri signed book, so just chill, man. I know what I spent. But you're right. I probably didn't get the best prices on some of these. That's okay. That's okay. They've come from curated collections at these comic shops, so I'm fine with that. Where was I? My mouse isn't working. All right, well, I gotta try to get my mouse to work. That's not good. There we go. All right, okay, I got to work. So what we're gonna look up now is we're gonna look up the cover artist for Lois Lane 123. So number 123. It's a beautiful cover. So I know whoever did this is very talented. Here we go. The cover was done by Bob Oxner. Absolutely beautiful cover. Wow. All right, I'm going to show you the book again. Bob Oxner cover, Lois Lane, 123. Just a beautiful cover. Yeah. We have some Neil Adams. We have Superboy, 155 for $2. Yeah, we got this for $2. 155 for $2. Superboy, 161. More Neil Adams goodness. 161. It was Silvestri who signed it. Superboy, 161. Got that. What did I pay for this? Got this for $4 as well. Yeah. And like I said, we don't mind picking up the reprints now. I have Fantastic Four #1, but the Marvel reprint edition, I got this for $3 because I got it half off. This one I paid $3 for, and that's the same Marvel Milestone edition for Giant Size X-Men. And I paid either $1.50 or $3 for this one. I don't remember. But I got good deals on them. All right, continuing on. These are now my modern books, okay? And like I said, I figured something out. I love the modern era. I love the books that came out when I was collecting. And I know the vast history and that's to be treasured, and there's a lot of value in that, and I see it. But in terms of what I want in my collection, like I have to put a boundary, I have to put a limit on it. And so if I'm really hyper focused on what I like, it's just everything I like. I'm just going to focus on what I like. Because that's a good place to just draw the lines. The thing is, now what I like is, of course, I like all this older stuff. And that's why we'll continue to pick it up. But I think, as you can see with all the modern books I picked up, this is kind of where my passion comes out a lot. All right, so I got Justice League of America 185, the newsstand edition. This is a rough copy. It's probably in the 4 range for grading it. I'd say it's in the 4 or 5 range. There are some creases there. They break color, but overall the spine's not so bad. It's vibrant. It's got its original gloss on there as well. So yeah. So that's what we got right there. Justice League 185, Dark Side cover. This is a Jim Starlin cover. Beautiful artwork. We picked up some George Perez, Justice League of America. Love that. Got a newsstand copy as well. Love that cover right there. Just beautiful. Man, we got this for I think $4, maybe four. Yeah, we got this for $4, and that's a newsstand copy of this Doctor Doom. Fantastic Four 247 Burn Doom. Whew, that's fire. That's fire right there. Newsstand. This is for the Larry Hama signing. We got Red Sonja, #1, cover by Larry Hama. We're going to get Larry's signature on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful newsstand copy. Oh my God, is that going to be a pinnacle of the collection as well? I might get this slab, guys. What do you think? Gary B, I know if you were here, you'd say definitely. Um, we may get that slabbed. That coming back, just even in the nines, would make me happy. But we'll see. There's a lot of dinge on that cover. It's not the cleanest copy, but we're gonna get this signed. Whether we'll get it slabbed or not, that's another thing to be seen. Got some Marvel fanfare. Oh, love this cover. John Byrne goodness right there with the fanfare. This is the all pinup issue. Look at that. Great Marvel cover. This is from the 80s. 89. Love it. It's looks to be a wraparound cover. Pick this one up. I'll try to let you know where these are from. These are now from Bellkirk Coin and Stamp. I picked up these 2 copies. This one is actually a very decent grade for $7. #6. This is a run I'm trying to finish, and yeah, we got just one issue closer. So those are 2 books I've been wanting to get in my collection. This one, this is, I know it's a key issue. I just don't know why it's a key issue. Maybe you guys can tell me, but it's a great Magic cover. It's Art Adams New Mutants Special Edition #1. Beautiful Art Adams Magic cover there. Newsstand edition. Just picking up straight fire. Straight fire. I'm burning you. I'm burning you bad. Yeah, it's not a 9.8. It's like a 8.5 at best, the Red Sonja. But still, I just to see it in a slab would preserve it is what I'm saying. The grade wouldn't matter at that point. If it's just for my collection. But you're right. If it's just for my collection, I can just keep it in top loader. No need to get it slabbed. You're absolutely right, CJ. Thank you for being the voice of reason. We got a Spawn 8, the great homage to himself. Todd's homage to his own Spider-Man. Been always meaning to get this into the collection, and today I got it for $8. It's high grade, so I also paid 10 for this one, but it's high grade and a newsstand copy at that, so I did not mind paying $10 for the newsstand copy of X-Men 5, and it's high grade. It's way better condition than the one we currently have. I mean, not way better; they're about the same. But this is a newsstand, so the newsstand counts more when it's in this grade like this. We also got another big newsstand book that is Wolverine #24, the last Jim Lee Wolverine cover that was missing from this run. There were only 2. This is the second, but I got the newsstand, beautiful grade. This is one we could get. This is one we could get slabbed, maybe. It's high grade. I mean, it's not going to be a 9.8. I mean, it could be a 9.8. No, it's got a little corner issue thing here. So it'll be a 9.0 at best. I'd still get it. I'd still get it slabbed. I mean, having 24 and 27 in slabs, Jim Lee's Wolverine, you got to do it. You just got to do it. Come on, you got it. Okay. Wonder Woman. For those of you who watch my channel, CJ, you know, you can attest to this. You watch my channel. Miss So, you can attest to this. You watch my channel. David is new to the channel, but welcome. And I don't know who else is in here, but hopefully more people are watching. As you know, I've been adding a lot of Bolland Wonder Woman. They're inexpensive books, beautiful books to look at. I love Bolland's art, and I'm a big fan of that Bolland run. You know, the latter quarter of the volume 2. We picked up Wonder Woman as the Joker. I think I paid $10 for this. No, or $5. I paid $5 for this. And I love that cover. Oh my goodness, is that cover crack cocaine or what? Oh, that's good. So, as I told you, I couldn't stay away from half price books, and half price books is a bad way to start the day, actually, because I was in like small book mode rather than big book mode. And we're trying to be more big book moded when we have money like this and not spend. But there were some books I couldn't leave there. I just could not leave at half price books. And then once we picked up those books, it justified every other kind of like, we got to pick these books up kind of excuse at each shop. So it was not a good outing in that sense. I spent a lot of money, is essentially what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there was a copy of Superman 75 for $4. It's an 8.5 for sure. It's a VF. Yeah, it's a VF for sure. Maybe even a VF plus copy of Superman 75 for $4. So for $4, I said, yeah, we'll pick it up. This next one is a Jim Lee cover of Conan that I love, but this one is the high grade version. It's a high grade copy of Conan 219, Jim Lee cover. So this will replace my older copy. That older copy is now available for sale or trade. Picked up another copy of Bane Breaking Batman's Back. Now, this book was there for half of $1.25. So essentially, what? Something like 60 cents, right? This was there for 60 cents. It's a key issue. I'm not going to leave it there. It's the fold away issue. So yeah, picked it up for 60 some cents. This was also at half price books for $5, and I just picked this up for about less than $5. I picked up another copy for $5, and that's the Gatefold 619 cover. We paid $5 at half price books for this, so that was a good pickup. Got this for half a cover. And I didn't realize until now that the back of this Barcelona cover has Logan. So this instantly becomes like a wraparound, like Jim Lee goodness. Wraparound Jim Lee goodness, man. Instant. And we found this in the half price book bin. Half of cover. This cover is $2.99, but it's the Superman Batman cover of Batman 45, the variant edition, Jim Lee variant edition. Look at that beautiful cover. We got this for $1.50, guys. $1.50. That is Planet Gold. That's Planet Gold right there. Psh, Planet Platinum. All right. Again, this is half a cover. We got it for $1.13 or whatever it is. High grade copy. Not going to leave high grade Jim Lee Hush in that bin for $1.13. No, we're going to bring it home with us for $1.13. That's probably my second or third copy of that. Now, here's the real Jim Lee fire. We're getting into the Jim Lee fire here. They had 4 copies, high grade copies of Deathmate for $3 each. And I was tempted to pick up all 4 because that's a bargain. $3 for a Deathmate Black. Absolutely high grade. So I only picked up 2. We paid $6 for 2. There's 2 copies in here. I don't know if you can see. 2 copies of Deathmate Black for $6. There's 2 more copies there. We could go pick them up at any time. But yeah, that's a beautiful book. So picked up 2 copies of that. And we picked up this one. It's still in its original foil comic wrap. It is Wildcats Covert Action Teams, the graphic novel. The first graphic novel. Yeah. It's Wildcats Compendium. And I think it's the first one in the compendium, or maybe the only compendium. Beautiful Jim Lee cover on the front, and then you have a beautiful Brett Booth cover on the back. Wow, so some big books right there with the Deathmate. 2 high grade copies of Deathmate. This Jim Lee compendium, Wildcats graphic novel compendium with a Jim Lee cover. We finally picked up this one, newsstand copy of Fantastic Four, She-Hulk Action Comics 1 homage, John Byrne cover. That is OTG gold right there. And we're just going to end on a few more modern books that we wanted. I finally got a high grade copy of this cover. I have like a mid grade copy in my collection right now, and I will be replacing that with this high grade copy. So that essentially, I think, completes my high grade copy of the 619s. We picked up this Dustin Nguyen, like crack cocaine. I didn't even realize this was the cover for number 1, but that man, Streets of Gotham, number 1. This is the Dustin Nguyen book. Beautiful Dustin Nguyen cover there. And if we go to Rose City Comic Con, we are getting that signed by the man, Dustin Nguyen. And we also have Justice League of America, number 10. Michael Turner, that power girl right there. Leaving us speechless. She's leaving us speechless. Absolutely beautiful cover right there. Gotta catch them all. What do you think, guys? Did I go overboard? Did I pick up stuff I'm going to hate? a year, a month from now? I don't think so. I think all of this stuff I'm gonna really, really love. Like, I love this. I love it. You guys can use this audio for your Instagram if you want, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it more. I love it more. I love this one and this one. Gotta catch them all. Yes. What's CJ saying? Yes. um, but again, I'm just gonna kind of go over the big books from this. I mean, they're all big books, to be honest, right? They're all big books. I picked up literally everything I picked up has like significance to me. It's the stuff I spec on, the stuff I collect. Um, so I don't mind adding more of what I collect to spec. Uh, if they pop, then we got a big collection of that. Look at that cover. That is just, I mean, these are sick, but this is definitely one of the top ones we picked up today. This high grade 619 for $8. I got it. This was at Subspace Comics. And the guy at Subspace, I've dealt with him in the past and he's given me deals, but his deals are just, they're not great deals. I mean, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I was kind of expecting more in terms of like, if I buy that much, they take a good 10 to 20% off at the counter, right? That's what you kind of expect if you're buying like $50 worth of books, but no discount from him. Got a little bit of a discount on this one. I talked him down. He said 10. I said, how about 5? He said 8. And we met at 8. This one, again, for $3, I should probably get this in a bag and board. That is ridiculous. Again, a little over $1 for that, $1.50 for this, $2 for this with the double. It's essentially a wraparound cover, gatefold. Got that. A lot of Jim Lee in this. I think the lesson is give me money and I'll get better Jim Lee stuff. We kind of just bit the bullet on some Jim Lee keys to the collection. So those are big. These are all keys, in my opinion, or just cool books, right? Picked up those. A lot of goodness in this. Again, no regrets whatsoever. As I look through this now, it's like I realize, no, this was a good haul. I mean, if you were to come back from Comic-Con with this kind of haul, I think you could call it a success. Considering what Comic-Con prices are, I absolutely agree with everybody. You're going to get deals at your local LCS on some of the bigger keys. I should say minor keys. You may find the big keys at a discount, and that's kind of where people should, I guess, save their money. And again, I didn't do that, and if I don't end up with my checklist of books by the end of summer, you can pretty much say I failed in my summer project. But again, I only spent $177 today, picked up books well above that value, in my opinion, in terms of the investments, and things just for my collection, right? Like, these are some big books here. The older stuff, gonna go through that again. Got the reprints of these big books. I think as more people realize they can't afford that big book, they have to turn to a good reprint. Hopefully that's what they turn to. Starling goodness, Adams goodness, more Adams goodness. This is a Bob Oxner goodness. Kurt Swan goodness. Kurt Schaffenberger goodness. And I believe this is also Kurt Swan goodness. Kurt Swan. I've got to clean this book. There's some stains we need to clean off this book, make it look better. All right, we're going to go on live for that. Stay tuned. We're going to go live. We're going to clean this book. So we'll talk more there. All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you in the next one.